front roll in last night. It was like, 85-ish yesterday?
Yeah.
And a high of 30 something today. It's real cold. We went out this morning, froze our butts off, walked through some real thick stuff, and all we saw was some turkeys pretty much. Little update on the buck I hit 10 days ago now. There pretty much is no update. We put those cameras out, haven't picked them up on those yet. I've been driving around the area. Thought maybe I saw him on a cut cornfield right above where I shot him at, but I don't think it was the same buck. It looked like it was just a slightly smaller 8-pointer. And Gooch and I went and sat there last night just to kind of see if we could see him or a different buck, or if coyotes howled, if there was crows circling anywhere. We didn't really see anything that would lead us to believe that he was dead or alive, I guess. So we really don't know too much else about it. So we're moving on for the time being, I guess. And this is actually a spot that Ted and I scouted that had a bunch of fresh sign about a week ago. And we were going to hunt it that night, but the wind wasn't exactly right for it. So we're going to head in tonight. It's like a milo field that has a bunch of scrapes along the top. And I think the reason that this spot could be good tonight is just because we got really strong winds all day, strong north winds. And there's a pretty steep south-facing slope where they can kind of get down in the bottom on the backside of that, hopefully, and be out of the wind, and then maybe they'll come up into the milo tonight, especially since it's real cold. It doesn't seem like anybody had been back in there, and this road is really wet, so I don't think anybody's been able to drive down here either. So I don't know that we'll get in a tree or not tonight. I think I'd like the conditions more for just being able to move and adjust if we have to. The winds are going to stay high throughout the whole night, and I think we can move on something if we need to, if we're on the ground. So we'll just scout our way in there and try to find a place to either set up on the ground or just be moving along, hopefully, and see deer moving and move towards it. Feel that? You feel it?
Not really, no.
Exactly. No wind down here.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as we got to the side of the slope, there's a deer on his feet down in there. I imagine this is the type of area that the deer are going to be in today. I mean, there's a lot of different options for them all along this river bottom, this whole side, but that's kind of why I wanted to be over here, at least to start, just because they can tough down out of the wind. And I mean, I think that's just way more comfortable for them. We can see a whole bunch of ground. A lot of it's kind of off limits with this river, just because we'd have to swim across it to get to something, but I guess I'm not completely ruling that out either.
No.
Depending on how confident we feel. I would say we should see a nice buck tonight, at least learn something for the next couple days going forward here. Conditions are going to be pretty ideal for 4 or 5 days here, so hopefully figure something out tonight and maybe kill something. If not, we should be on the next couple days if we learn something. The bikes worked real well getting down in here, but a 4-wheel drive truck would have worked a lot better, it looks like.
Yeah, they're just sitting
in
on
the
top
UTV.
of it.
There's 2 other people that are hunting back in here at least, but there's so much ground to work with. We just kind of walked down the access path, and if we would have seen somebody, we would have turned around, but I didn't see anybody on the way in here. I'm guessing they're either way up that way towards those fields over there or went to the north. But we were taking the bikes back in here, cruising down the hill. I had parked mine. We were just about to start hunting. And Gooch is flying down the hill, and all of a sudden I hear a big bang. And I looked back, and I figured I was going to see him laying on the ground, like it was really loud. And instead of Gooch laying on the ground, it was our camera. The strap broke for it, and she took a digger. She's a little muddy, but everything's working, looks like. There's a little red light on the front, so he's recording. And the screen's not broke or anything, so
Nice!
so everything's working alright, and everything's up from here. I'd like to see one just circling along this edge here. I think we'll give it a little more time, and then we'll move up there.
Okay.
The more I look at it, the more it makes a lot of sense too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can get right up there and just wait, because even if they're in that bottom, there's more room around that corner where they'd be out of the wind in the bottom, just like this, than I thought. So if they're down there, they could easily pop up and be eating acorns way before.
Right.
You're right. Just riding that wind, baby. They're just riding that wind. Hey, buck, big buck, big buck, big buck. Right on yet. Don't move. Right on yet, just yes. You see him? Get somewhere where you're gonna be hitting. Coming right at us. He goes below.
Get ready, Jake.
He's coming.
Are you gonna shoot him before he gets here? so you can put your eyes on them again. I thought he was eventually gonna get us. I was literally just about to squeeze the trigger. That sucks. Dang it. Right. I was like starting to slowly squeeze it, and then he lifted his head, so I didn't do it for whatever reason. And then like he looked at us for a second, didn't he? Yeah. And then he wigged. Yeah. Do you think he got our wind? Yeah. I can see him through the viewfinder. Every time he's like set up, that's what I was worried about. I know, that's why I was like rising up to shoot him. I was hoping he would just walk right below us. That's what I thought you were at. I thought you were at full draw the whole time. I had to get around you. Yeah. I mean, let's just go get our stuff and we'll move up to here. I mean, another buck could easily do that too. Yeah. Let's just do that quick and we can pout about it more after we get ready again. Oh, I don't have my quiver. That's disappointing. I think I'm a little gun shy after wounding that one. Yeah. And I just want to make sure it's perfect, obviously, which I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think it should have been dead. Yeah. Like I was starting to squeeze off, but then he lifted, so I held off. He was only 15 yards.
He's 17.
17.
17
yards, so I should have, even after he was alert, I could have just laced him. I don't know. I just want to make sure it's, I already don't know.
I thought you were joking.
What?
Big buck.
Yeah, I could just see him like along the lake edge there. He was 80, 90 yards, and we had just talked about, I want to see one sneaking down the lake edge here out of the wind, picking up acorns that are falling up off the trees here and rolling down where they can get them real easily. I mean, that's what he's doing. And he's just like, who's set up in a tree stand right here. Yeah. Just beautiful plan, perfectly worked out, and I messed it up. I guess it's going to be one of those years, maybe. At least we get to keep hunting. God dang it, dude. I feel mostly bad for you, because we should be like, look at that. It's just like I was right here. Just like perfect, easy shot. Whew. Just gotta keep breathing so I don't say a bunch of curse words. I think he got a whiff of us. I don't know, because he didn't look up at us until I popped out. Like I drew back like this, and then I popped out, and that's when he looked at us. But I had already made my move and was like settled on him, Right. So I don't think he caught the movement.
Right.
But he definitely saw me sitting out there.
I thought he was going to turn broadside there because he started a quarter.
That's why I finally drew. I'm sure you were wondering why I didn't the whole time, but he had those branches in the way for me.
I saw those branches.
And I knew he was probably going to give us a shot like that where he wasn't behind the tree, so I wasn't going to force anything. And then when he stepped out, I drew. And I was just going to really take my time because he was calm.
Yeah, he was completely calm.
I'm glad I didn't rush it and mess it up. So, I mean...
Yeah, it's a smart thing to do.
But definitely had more than enough time.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't care.
That was a fat boy.
That was a fat boy.
Jeez. That might be... it's just like the most basic 8-pointer of all time, but Zach and Grant stalked a buck exactly like that several times, right down there once last year, and then in this area. Pretty sure. definitely looked real similar. So it's kind of cool to build some history with him, you know. I think 2-3 more encounters we might actually take him.
That's right.
I actually passed him. I was just like,
I drew back and I was just like, no. That's good.
just like catching and release almost.
Yeah, it's great. We had him in our sights.
I think I was gun shy just from hitting out of the buck and not finding him. But I think it's a good thing. I think it means I learned from that, hopefully. And he was always slightly quartered to, but he turned enough broadside where I was going to put it right in that V and hammer it home. I was just really taking my time with the shot. I was going to squeeze it off, and honestly I was hoping he would maybe just open up a little more. Like, he was relaxed the whole time. I knew being on the backside of that, our wind eventually might swirl, but it hadn't for several minutes, it seemed like. So I was just being patient, and then he got alert and he faced us, and I thought about putting it right in front of his shoulder there. I'm just gonna try to be real patient and make sure I get the next one I shoot at. I mean, that's what you should always try to do, obviously, but it doesn't always go that way, so gonna keep trying to learn and keep hunting. The positive thing is, too, is we went in here with a plan. Like, windy days like this, you want to get to a spot generally where the deer are out of the wind, and I mean, it made a lot of sense, and everything kind of came together, except for I didn't pull the trigger. I'm not going to include you in this, Goose. But before we go, we wanted to tell you about a new little program we got going on with the Hunter's Education Program. If you or anybody that you know is interested in hunting, click the link down below in the description. You can get certified online, just everything done right on your computer, so it's super easy. That's one of our main goals here at the Hunting Public, is to try to get more people involved in the outdoors. So, like I said, if you're one of the people watching that wants to get started, or if you just know somebody that has been interested for a while but they aren't certified yet, it's never been easier. So click the link down below or share it with a friend and get them outdoors. We'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one.
I'm sorry, dude.
That's about a $300 piece of equipment, probably.
Yeah.
Just absolutely destroyed, so that's good.
That's honestly way worse than the buck.
Oh, okay.
It is.
I know, but...
He's coming up towards the scrape. He's coming. Just talk to me, Gooch, alright? What? Talk to me, alright? Do you know who I see?